You're looking at part of Israel's front lines in another war, the anti-missile and rocket defense systems. They were on display recently at Hatzor Air Force Base, part of the Juniper Cobra military exercise, the largest one in Israel, held every 2 years since 2001 for several weeks at a time, joining together some 4,500 members of the Israel Defense Forces, the IDF, and the U.S. military personnel from the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. IDF Brigadier General Zavika Chamovich is head of the IDF's Aerial Defense Division. He was joined by Lieutenant General Richard Clark, the U.S. Air Force 3rd Air Force Commander. They said the war games include computer simulations of rocket and missile attacks on Israel, both countries training shoulder to shoulder as they would do in a fight.
And our country is committed, our senior leaders have committed that when requested by the Israeli government, we'll be ready to execute and be here.
This is the first year that the David Sling anti-missile batteries are being used as part of this exercise, as part of the simulation. Also, generals say that they're deploying more of the Iron Dome missile defense batteries. This was used, by the way, the Iron Dome, during 2014's Operation Protective Edge, also known as the war in Gaza. I saw this in operation several times. But if things really heated up along the northern front with Syria, with Lebanon, Hezbollah, and specifically with Iran, then Israel and also the United States would deploy the Patriot missile systems and also the Arrow 2 and Arrow 3 missile defense systems. Juniper Cobra comes during a tense time in the region, with Israel facing threats on multiple fronts, including Lebanon, Syria, and the Gaza Strip. That's where we met Zameret Zamir, a resident of Nativ HaAsara, a moshav on the northern Gaza border. Their nearly 2-foot thick, 30-foot high concrete walls protect her community from Hamas snipers and mortar attacks. Zamir started Path to Peace and the so-called mosaic on the wall. She explained how it works for the students and visitors she teaches.
First they hear the story about the life here in this village, and just after that, this is just at the end. Each one choose one stone, write his own wish on the back, and glue it on the wall. Each stone is someone else.
She says she's been teaching her program for 6 years. And while Zamir said she's concerned about another war breaking out, she also said she remains hopeful there will be a path to peace rather than a path to war.
I live in this village the last 20 years, and sometimes it's very scary, but still it's our home. And we raise our kids here, and we love very much our home.
Of course.
We try to be strong and to stay here.
Perhaps the juxtaposition of images says it best. Don't worry, be happy, written on the inside of a military bunker. Along the northern Gaza border in Israel, for the Media Line, I'm John Huddy.